Okay, so we are on to number 10 called Sight Reading Challenge Steppin. Stepping is a kind of a play on words here. When we change notes from one letter name to the next, we can either go up a whole step or a half step. Those are our two basic building blocks of pitch in Western music, which is what we're studying here. So the joke is that we're stepping from one note to the next. So these are all moving by one note, no jumps yet. Like we had in one of the other songs when we jumped from D to F. All of these are going to be right in order. So in number 10, they call this a sight reading challenge because they want you to try it the first time and to see how many notes you can get right on the first pass. Now, since this is a video lesson and you're going to have all the time to practice it you want, really we're focusing on getting these notes to move smoothly without any mistakes or bobbles in between. So we're going to talk about the pairs of notes. So in measures 1 and 2, we're changing from E flat, thumb, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, pinky, and then we're going to D, and then we're going back to E flat. Not a bad move there. Then in the next two measures, measures 3 and 4, we're going from E flat, thumb, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, pinky, to F, thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1, and pinky. So taking up 2 on the left hand, putting down 1 on the right, or 2 on the right hand, 1 on the left hand. Boom, boom. Okay. Then we are going to the next measure, which are the next 3 measures, which wibbles them around quite a bit. So we go E flat, D, E flat, D, E flat, F, E flat, rest, rest, E flat again. Now you might want to take your flute and do that a couple of times before you try to play and get the order of fingerings kind of in your mind while you're looking at your fingers, then go up and try to play it along. So here's the first run. Now that we're getting some songs that are a little bit more complicated, I am going to run them at 3 speeds. For those of you who like to push the envelope here, we're going to do 80, 100, and 120 in this video. So here's 80. 1, 2, ready, go. Sorry, I'm going to start over again. Even teachers make mistakes sometimes. Here it is. 2, ready, go. Now, when you have a rest in the music, you don't want to have that be an opportunity for you to turn your brain off. When we have a rest, we actually want to keep thinking about the time. So in your head, you should be counting 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you have 2 count note and then a 2 count rest, it should be 1, 2, rest, rest, or thinking 1, 2, 3, 4. That way you're going to keep yourself in time and come back in at the right spot after the pause. Remember, rests are put there intentionally by the composer to have a certain amount of silence. The rest is not just a time to shut your mind off and to think about how beautiful the butterfly is that just landed outside. Okay, so we're going to crank it up here to 100 and we're going to play through it again. Okay, hopefully you notice that I'm exercising a bad habit. I'm starting to touch the body of the flute with my pinky finger. It's because I'm getting a little tired. I played for a while today. Make sure that pinky finger is up, ready to use that A flat key. We're not going to use that key very often, but we don't want to be sweeping it around when we need it. We want it out there ready to use. All right, for the people who would like a challenge, here comes 120 beats per minute. Of course, you can dial up your own metronome and play it as fast or as slow as you would like. Remember, as you go faster or slower, the rests also go faster and slower. Everything is proportional, so the faster you start the metronome, the quicker everything is, the shorter amount of time everything takes. All right, in our next video, we are going to get to play a duet, which means that we're playing two different lines of music at the same time and to create harmonies. And these become a little more interesting, and eventually this is how we make most of our music, is with a handful of people playing different parts so that the songs become more complex and interesting to listen to. I will do that video in a couple of parts and stitch it all together so that you can see one part being played by itself, then the second part, and then I will mix them together and actually show you what the duet sounds with two players. All right, until next time.